what is transpiring currently, the current affairs, and I'm just going to play this video so that you watch it for yourselves.
All right, let's take a live look at the Vatican City, I should say, where there is growing concern for the health of the Pope. Pope Francis remains in the hospital for a 10th day in critical condition. The Vatican says blood tests show early kidney failure. Let's bring in CBS News Papal contributor Delia Gallagher. She joins us live from Rome with the very latest. Delia, thank you so much for joining us. We just got an update from the Vatican saying Pope Francis's condition is generally improved. That's good news. What more do we know?
That's right, Liz. This is encouraging news, I have to say, especially after this weekend. The Vatican says it's slightly improved, meaning he hasn't had any further respiratory crises. He has been able to reduce the amount of oxygen flow when he was using the nasal tubes to get some of the oxygen. It was on a very high flow. They've been able to reduce that. And the kidney failure that was concerning yesterday, they say, is not a concern at the moment. So in all, it's a picture which is slightly more encouraging, as I said. And of course, they added that the Pope worked this afternoon and indeed called the parish, the Catholic parish in Gaza, which is something that he has been doing on a regular basis for the past few months. So that information also gives you a sense that Pope Francis is feeling a bit better. So certainly some encouraging news in the last hour. Liz?
That is encouraging news, Delia. But how are Catholic leaders reacting to the Pope's health crisis?
Well, mainly at the moment, Liz, what we're seeing is an outpouring of prayer services being led in parishes around the world. I have to say, if you can see behind me just here, the Basilica is set up in about 2 hours. All of the cardinals who live in Rome and who work at the Vatican are going to hold a prayer service right out here. So certainly, obviously, the response on the part of Catholic leaders when a pope is in the hospital is prayer and getting everybody together to offer prayers for his health. Liz?
At the center of it is all about prayer. All right, CBS News Vatican contributor Delia Gallagher live for us from Rome. Thank you so much, Delia.
Now, you have seen the video for yourself, and we are told to be watchmen on the wall. We are to watch for every development that is happening in the world. Now, when I saw this video, it reminded me of what we've been studying about. In Revelation chapter 13, verses 3, the previous time we studied and we noted that one of the heads of the beast was mortally wounded. It received a deadly wound, and people wondered, thinking, is this beast going to die? But then the wound was healed and everyone wondered after the beast. Now, I want to make it very clear from the word God to say, when we are dealing with the prophets of Revelation chapter 13, the beast that is mentioned there, it implies the purple system. Now, a system is not an individual. You cannot call the purpose, for example, you can't call Pope Francis to say he's represented by the beast of Revelation chapter 13. It is a system. It is like the way we say president. When you say president, you just don't mean one person, our president or anything. It is a title that is given to those who come and sit on that seat or on that position. So when we talk about the purple system, from the word go, I'm making it very clear, it implies it is a system. It is a title that is given to those who reign on that position. But then this caught my attention very much when I saw this video about Pope Francis, who is sick, and they are saying he's at the verge of death. And they are even contemplating of whether to choose another pope or not. They are trying to read into their documents to see if there is a provision that if a pope, for example, becomes impaired, he becomes less functional, is there a probability that they can choose someone, or does he have to maintain? So they are wondering and they are asking themselves all these questions. But then something clicked into my mind, the same verse clicked into my mind. What if the way they are contemplating it doesn't happen that way? The Pope recovers. What is he going to do? Is he going to work extra hard to make sure that he fulfills the things that he has to fulfill? Is he going to work extra hard knowing that his life was almost cut? And now that when he's recovering, he has to make sure that he does everything that he has to do whilst he's still a pope. It reminded me of Revelation 13 verse 3, that the beast, one of the head, received a deadly wound, and the wound was healed. And when it was healed, then the whole world wondered after the beast. I'm just wondering, what is the aftermath of this? I do not know. He might be allowed to rest, or he might not actually rest or sleep the sleep of death. But the question is that if he is to come back, he's healed, how is it going to work? That is the question that is just challenging me in my head right now. It could be a possibility that they might choose another pope. And the pope that they are going to choose, how is he going to run his race? Remember, these people are running with time. They want to make sure that they fulfill everything that they have to fulfill. Remember, the devil is a student of prophecy. He knows how much time he has. No wonder we are told to say we have to be vigilant, because the devil is like a roaring lion. He knows that his time is short, and he will do all he can to work through his agents. Remember, the devil works through his agent. And we saw from the study that we had previously that the beast of Revelation chapter 13 received the power from the dragon, implying that he received the power from the devil, or the nation through which the devil worked, which was Rome. And ultimately we know he received the power from the devil. So the devil is going to work extra hard. So we are just wondering, we need to pray for the man because he is a human being. We need to pray for him, he's our brother. But we also need to be aware that what happens, the aftermath of this, is it a smoke screen? We do not know. But what happens after this? No wonder you and me have to make sure that we are prepared, we are on our guard, and we study these prophecies and see where we are going in the stream of time. I just thought of bringing this to your attention and to just ask you to keep on watching what is happening and to keep on relating what is happening to Bible prophecy. May the good Lord be with you. Thank you very much for joining us, even on this update, current affair updates. Be a watchman on the wall. Amen.